Right now, as you sit reading these words, your knee joints are quietly brewing a toxic, microscopic fire. If a deep, agonizing friction makes you dread the simple physical act of standing up from your chair, your body is sounding an urgent biological alarm. Every day you wait, the protective synovial fluid inside your joint capsule grows thinner, transforming from a smooth lubricant into a gritty, abrasive sludge that grinds your cartilage away with every single step. You want to walk down your driveway or play with your grandchildren without overthinking, but you are terrified of that sudden, sharp structural failure, the moment your knee buckles completely and strips away your independence. Does this restriction sound familiar? That throbbing stiffness is not just aging. It is a critical cellular starvation you must address today. This localized joint distress is routinely misdiagnosed as standard wear and tear, but advanced biochemistry uncovers a deeper catalyst. You are witnessing a state of acute cellular starvation, not an irreversible cellular shutdown. Consider your knee's cartilage matrix to be a delicate, living mesh. When systemic inflammation spikes, your body stops producing fresh chondrocyte, the specialized cells responsible for rebuilding joint cushioning. This biological freeze starves your tissues, causing dry friction that triggers an agonizing grind. This cartilage degradation is completely malleable, and we can intentionally interrupt this destructive cycle today. By introducing 5 specific, nutrient-dense foods into your dietary routine starting tomorrow morning, you can actively reverse this cellular starvation and shut down the localized inflammatory fire. In this guide, you will unlock the exact scientific menu required to naturally stimulate fresh chondrocyte production, lubricate the joint capsule, and reclaim your fluid, pain-free mobility. First, we will examine a marine lipid powerhouse that acts as an industrial friction shield. Then, we will highlight an enzyme-rich fruit that digests microscars. Finally, we will reveal the sulfur secret, the ultimate biological bedrock for rebuilding worn cartilage matrix. Grab a pen and let's begin. To systematically counteract this cellular starvation and halt the inflammatory breakdown of your joints, you must construct a targeted structural menu. Each of these 5 physiological building blocks is designed to alter joint biochemistry, reduce mechanical friction, and actively stimulate fresh tissue repair. Food 1. Fatty fish, the Marine Lipid Shield. First, integrate cold water marine lipids into your weekly routine by consuming wild-caught salmon, mackerel, or sardines at least 3 times a week. From a physiological perspective, these options are dense with long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Think of these marine lipids like pouring fresh, high-grade oil onto a rusted hinge. They act as an industrial friction shield by systematically down-regulating the enzymatic pathways that actively chew away at your remaining joint padding. If you dislike the taste of seafood, high-potency molecularly distilled algal oil serves as an excellent structural modification. Listen to your body and start with comfortable portions. Within weeks of consistent intake, you will feel a distinctive cooling sensation within the joint capsule as the internal burning subsides. Food 2. Fresh pineapple, the microscar digester. Next, introduce fresh, raw pineapple into your early afternoon routine, specifically eating the core tissue where nutrients are most dense. This tropical fruit contains an incredibly potent, bioactive proteolytic enzyme group known as bromelain. Think of bromelain like a cellular sanitation team going to work inside an old building. It actively breaks down and digests the microscopic fiber networks and dense microscars that lock your knee joints into a state of rigid immobility. If raw pineapple triggers oral sensitivity, blending it into a smooth puree with healthy fats is a safer alternative that protects your digestive tract. By adding this enzyme-rich option, you will notice your morning stiffness melting away much faster. Food 3. Garlic and onions, the sulfur matrix bedrock. Third, aggressively incorporate allium vegetables like fresh garlic, leeks, and onions into your evening meals. These aromatic options are loaded with organic sulfur compounds, specifically diallyl disulfide, Sulfur is the absolute biological bedrock required for the synthesis of glycosaminoglycans, the exact molecules that weave together your knee's structural cartilage matrix. Think of this like giving construction workers a steady supply of fresh bricks to rebuild a crumbling wall. This process stops dry cartilage from turning into an abrasive sludge with every step. You will gradually notice a firmer, more stable sensation when putting weight on your legs. Food 4. Bone broth, the synovial lubricant pump. Fourth, consume 1 warm cup of organic bone broth daily. Broth is rich in bioavailable type 2 collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. These specific elements are the essential raw materials your body needs to manufacture fresh, slick synovial fluid. Think of this process like pumping hydraulic fluid back into a dry, collapsed shock absorber. If making homemade broth is too physically demanding, a high-quality, grass-fed collagen peptide powder mixed into warm tea works perfectly. This fluid pump ensures your joint surfaces glide effortlessly over one another without a gritty grind. Food 5. Turmeric paired with black pepper, the cellular fire extinguisher. Finally, consume a daily teaspoon of turmeric powder, always paired with a pinch of black pepper and a healthy fat like olive oil. Turmeric contains a powerful polyphenol called curcumin, while black pepper delivers piperine, which increases your body's absorption rate by a massive 2,000%. This combination acts as a powerful cellular fire extinguisher, blocking the master inflammatory molecule NF-κB from signaling your cells to attack your joint tissues. If you have a sensitive stomach, look into a liposomal curcumin liquid extract instead. Within days, the heavy, throbbing restriction in your knees will lift, leaving your legs feeling remarkably light, loose, and completely free of deep-seated structural tension. While you note down these 5 essential foods, please take a moment to click the like button. This brief action signals YouTube's algorithm to distribute this vital nutritional protocol to seniors seeking freedom from knee discomfort. Subscribing ensures you never miss our research-backed guides to active longevity. To maximize the therapeutic impact of these 5 structural foods, you must implement the nighttime digestion window. Avoid consuming any solid food within 3 hours of sleep. When you sleep on a full stomach, your body diverts vital blood flow and metabolic energy away from your extremities to manage digestion. By clearing this window, you allow your circulatory system to prioritize the delivery of freshly absorbed lipids, sulfur, and collagen straight to your knee joint capsule. This simple scheduling adjustment ensures maximum nocturnal tissue repair while your body rests completely still. We have systematically laid out how marine lipids shield your cartilage, how bromelain clears microscars, and how organic sulfur rebuilds your joint matrix. Tomorrow morning, permit yourself to start small. Simply add a serving of allium vegetables to your dinner plate or enjoy a warm cup of bone broth. Your commitment to watching this material proves you refuse to let structural stiffness dictate your independence. In the coming weeks, your joint movement will feel fundamentally smoother, and that sharp standing anxiety will fade. Save this video now to keep this exact nutritional blueprint within reach. Good night and move freely.